Permission to Be Powerful is a reader-supported publication. To receive new posts and support my work, consider becoming a free or paid subscriber. I used to underestimate how dedicated my ex-wife was to winning every argument. It took hundreds of fights before I realized she didn't just want to be heard, she needed to win. Anything less was failure in her eyes. Some people are just built different. No reasonable person feels the need to win every fight. That's what kept me stuck for so long. I kept thinking, surely she'll come around this time. Surely she'll validate my feelings. Surely she wants resolution, not just control. Nope. Some people are wired differently, and if you don't see it in time, they will wreck your sanity. The wolf in sheep's clothing relationships should be balanced. But with someone who always has to win, there's no balance, no fairness, no partnership, only control. One therapist described me as being completely subjugated. Let me tell you, that hit hard, because I knew it was true. The mindset of people who never admit they're wrong, people like this, refuse to take no for an answer, invalidate your feelings, make you feel like you don't matter. And here's the worst part. They actually think they love you. My father likes to think he loves me. Yet most of my memories of him? Selfishness, hostility, abuse. He believes he's a loving man, but his actions tell a different story. And that's what you have to watch for. Because when someone truly loves you, they listen, they care, they compromise. If they don't, you're dealing with a child in an adult body. Most people are kids in adult bodies. My therapist tells me this every session. Most people are kids in adult bodies. And he's right. Think about it. Children throw tantrums to get their way. Children are passive-aggressive when upset. Children lack self-awareness and empathy. And some never grow out of it. You expect a reasonable discussion, but you're arguing with someone who can't feel your pain, doesn't care about your perspective, only wants control. It's a losing battle. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can stop engaging. How I got stuck in this cycle. For years I kept trying to get my ex to hear me. If I explained enough, if I bent over backward, if I stayed patient and kind, surely she'd understand me, right? Wrong. People like this don't want to hear you. They don't care about understanding. They only care about winning. And once you see that, you stop wasting your energy. How to deal with people who never admit they're wrong. Recognize the pattern. If they've never backed down before, they won't start now. Stop expecting a breakthrough. 2. Stop explaining yourself. They don't care about your logic. They aren't listening. 3. Don't take them seriously. Their goal is dominance, not resolution. Their opinions about you? Worthless. 4. Walk away. Some people do not belong in your life. It doesn't matter if they're family, a partner, or a lifelong friend. Protect your peace. The hardest lesson I ever learned. One day, while my marriage was falling apart, I vented to my aunt. I told her how my ex never listened to me, and she hit me with something that blew my mind. But you've been saying the same thing since you were a kid. Suddenly, it all clicked. The same pattern. The same feeling of not being heard. The same desperation for validation. I was repeating my childhood wounds in my marriage, seeking validation from people who were incapable of giving it. And I didn't even realize it. You don't need their validation. You don't need them to hear you. You don't need them to agree with you. You don't need them to admit they were wrong. All you need is to stop trying. Because once you heal the part of you that's desperate to be heard, you stop wasting energy on people who refuse to listen. Some people would rather die than change. When I first realized this, it shook me to my core, because I'm obsessed with self-growth. I'd do anything to heal and improve. But some people? They'd rather burn their life down than admit fault. They'd rather push you away than do the work. They'd rather destroy relationships than face themselves. And that's not your problem. You can't change them. But you can and must change yourself. Final thought. Walk away clean. If someone never admits fault, twists your words, dismisses your emotions, always has to win, that's not a relationship. That's a war. And the only way to win? Don't play. Walk away clean. Until next time, Anton Dancer, writer, Buddhist Permission to be Powerful, is a reader-supported publication. To receive new posts and support my work, consider becoming a free or paid subscriber.